Hello, Cancer. Hope you guys are keeping well. We are going to do a general love reading for you today. We're going to be using some tarot, but to start off, I want to get us an oracle card for you from the Animal Spirit deck. We're going to be referring to the guidebook, so I'll read it out to you once I have pulled your card. And this is a personality, this Animal Spirit that we're going to be pulling. So only take it if it resonates. It could be for your own personality or somebody that you are in a connection with or somebody that's on your mind. So I've already pre-shuffled the cards, Cancer. We're just going to split the deck and we're going to pull from the top of the deck. What is Cancer's Animal Spirit, please? Wow, starfish. You got your water energy showing up here. Okay. So bear with me while I pull up this card, and then I will hold it up for you while I read it out, just so you can see the card a little bit better. And there may be a message in here for you to help you identify maybe something that you're needing to bring into alignment. We'll see. So Cancer, your card is the starfish, water energy. So the key words here are beautiful, alluring, superficial, or shallow. The starfish is a natural and exquisite beauty, mesmerizing to all. Being around someone with the starfish energy is a thrill, like you've been put under a spell of divinity itself. The problem is, these creatures have been reliant on how they look and what other people think of them for so long that they may have forgotten their deeper callings. When this card appears, it's important to ask, am I being swayed by outward appearances? What dreams have I put aside to please others? So when you're in alignment with this energy, Cancer, when you're in balance, you are uplifting, artistic, and expressive. When you seem to be out of balance, it talks about gossip and feeling empty. And to bring this energy into balance, it talks about having positive friends around you. Okay, so that could be yourself in this current moment, or it could be someone that you are in a connection with. We're going to pull some tarot cards here now, and we're going to get a little bit more just to see what else comes up. Okay, so maybe you've been really focused on trying to please others, maybe your whole life, maybe just recently. There's something here about needing to really look in the mirror and put your own desires and your own self first. Sorry, let me just move this a little bit over here so we can make some more room. Okay, so Cancer, let's get your tarot card. We're going to be looking at whoever's on your mind. We're going to be trying to see what their feelings are for you and this connection, and then we're going to be seeing how they are viewing you, how they see you, and any actions that they plan on taking towards you, as well as a potential outcome. Okay, I do see the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so there is some sort of union, partnership. Okay, so Cancer, only take it if it resonates. Let's see their feelings for you. Okay, let's see, Cancer, this person's feelings for you. Wow, there's your energy. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, they feel a lot of joy, a lot of happiness in your presence. This is somebody who feels like you're quite uplifting. They're uplifted in your presence. This could also be telling me that this is somebody who wants to reconnect with you, go out and celebrate with you, or some sort of reunion. Let's see. What else in their feelings, please, for Cancer? We got two here. Okay. So, wow, look at all this water energy, you guys. We've got the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So this is very interesting. There's a level of confusion here in their feelings. Okay, so we're going to just pull the deck and like all the spread, and then we will clarify all these. All right, let's see how they're seeing you, Cancer. What are their views of Cancer at this time? What are their views of Cancer? Wow, lots of third-party energy here. Okay. We've got Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, first earth energy showing up. What else? How do they see Cancer? This one kind of wanted to come out in reverse. Empress, I love it. Taurus, Libra. Okay, first major arcana. One more, please. How they see Cancer. This one's in reverse. Wow, Knight of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, let's see what actions they plan on taking towards you, Cancer. What are the actions? Wow, 10 of Wands, some fire energy finally showing up here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Let's get more. What are their actions towards Cancer, please? Wow, okay. So we've got the 9 of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. First air energy that I'm seeing here, other than Libra showing up with the Empress, with Taurus. Wow, look at this difficulty. Okay, we've got more fire energy with the 7 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups, Pisces energy, and the 9 of Wands, Sagittarius with the Wounded Warrior. Okay, so we're going to look at this. This is just the overall energy, something in the background. This person doesn't want to give up on this, whatever it is. They feel wounded by something here. Maybe their ego's bruised. There's some sort of level of happiness that this person sees they could have with you here, Cancer. But they're burdened by something. So we're going to dive in. So Cancer, their feelings for you, they want some sort of reconciliation. They are a little bit in this world of fantasizing. They're feeling a little bit selfish in these thoughts. They're feeling like, how do I make something work for me? So they're feeling like they want their wish fulfillment. This is somebody who wants to emotionally reap, you know, all the benefits of love, but staying in a single energy. Okay, so they could be single right now, but they're doing a lot of fantasizing about what it would be like to reconnect with you or to come together in some way. There could be third-party energy here in between the two of you, causing some sort of confusion. They may feel like they've got lots of options in love. They could also feel the same way that maybe you have a lot of options. I am seeing in their feelings, they've got the 3 of Cups, third-party energy, and how they're seeing you. There's also a third energy showing up here. So I don't know if that's both of you having, you know, other connections or other people that you think about or that you're involved with. And maybe this is something that, you know, stands in between the two of you. However, they're feeling like they would, you know, love to come together. They are daydreaming about this. This is somebody who's often sitting in their own feelings, kind of reflecting, fantasizing, and even, you know, having daydreams about what it would be like to come back together, what it would be like to get Cancer's attention. So they're feeling like they have this selfish desire to make themselves happy first. I feel like they're really looking, you know, in their feelings, how do I make myself happy? Now, with this starfish energy showing up here, again, it was talking about a lot of attraction, you know, a very alluring energy. They see you as the Empress, so they are very attracted to you. They are somebody that thinks you are very loving, very nurturing, very kind. You're able to create things out of nothing. And I feel like they also see you as somebody who's very committed, but also someone, like I said, who can create from scratch. Someone who is willing to work with others, compromise. You bend very easily to meet people's requests. I feel like you're very, you could have some sort of mutable sign energy in your birth chart where you show up that, you know, you can be able to compromise a lot. But nonetheless, they see you as a divine creature. They see you as somebody who's very spiritual, very loving. And also, they could also see you as somebody who maybe puts yourself on the back burner because of trying to keep up with appearances of some kind. So how they're seeing you is somebody who, you know, builds things from the ground up. They're seeing that you could be entertained by another energy here. They could be seeing you either, pardon me, starting something new in your material world, focusing more so on your stability, building a new business, going back to school. With the Three of Pentacles, you are showing up here working with others, okay? Building something new for yourself in that material world where it is going to stabilize your foundation. So I feel like they're looking at you as somebody who is standing their ground, creating something new, but kind of putting love on the back burner, okay? The Knight of Cups, it's like you're not reaching out to this person. It's like, I feel like you almost refuse. There's something here that you've been enlightened to, you've trusted your intuition on. This person could have made you feel like an option in a third-party situation, so maybe you are just focusing on work or building something in the material world for yourself. With the Knight of Cups in reverse, it's like they're seeing you as somebody who is no longer giving some sort of affection, love, support, kind gestures. Even though you're still in this Empress energy, they still see you they like put you on a pedestal in some way. They see you as a hard worker, and I feel like they see that you're not going to let love distract you from what you're trying to create. Now, in the actions that they're taking towards you, they're burdened. They feel like they've lost some sort of chance with you. They've made something very difficult to overcome. It's like this person has carried some sort of burdens that have made them feel stuck in their head for quite some time, not knowing how to approach this reconciliation or this reunion with you. You know, living a nightmare, not being able to sleep because they're overthinking, you know, things that went wrong in this connection. They could even be telling me here, the action that they're taking towards you is getting out of their head, taking action to fight for something here. The Wounded Warrior is somebody who does not give up, okay? They're almost about to hit that 10 of Wands. But something in them tells them to keep pushing, keep going. So I feel like this person has not given up on this connection. They're trying to think about a way to come together, how to approach you. They know they need to step towards the Empress with more than Knight of Cups energy. It's like maybe they know you wouldn't even accept a message of flirtation or lightheartedness or an offer for a date or an apology. I feel like they know that you are needing to see King energy or Queen energy when they step up to you. So the actions that they're taking are, they're finally releasing some sort of entrapment in their mind. They are willing to carry the heavy load that they've created for themselves, whether it was including third parties, not being giving in the connection, leaving you feeling as an option, being very self-serving in their feelings. And I feel like they are going to try and defend something here. They're going to try and fight for something with you here. This is somebody who protects and defends what they want to retain. You can see this person has gone through it. They've got two different shoes on. They are fighting off a lot of energies, whether that's self-doubts, self-criticism, or just other people trying to break into the connection that the two of you share. I feel like they're willing to close out something from the past. With the 10 of Wands, it's over. There's something here that they are moving towards. They're releasing burdens so that they can see a little bit more clearly through the fog of their illusions and their nightmare. They've released some sort of negative thought process here. And I feel like, you know, whatever they finally let go of, all these burdens that they let go of, allows them to see what they want to fight for in this connection, okay? It gives them like some breathing room. It gives them some visual clarity and mental clarity, and also a desire to continue to fight, a desire to chase the 10 of Cups, okay? So this is somebody who sees that this is worth the fight, this abundance of love, this family, this home, this partnership. This is something that this person really does want to fight for. They see you as somebody who gets a lot of attention, somebody who would be a wonderful mother or father. Let's get a little bit more on a potential outcome here, and then we're going to close it out, Cancer. So I feel like, you know, you're sitting in Empress energy, whether, you know, whatever your gender is. This Empress energy is somebody who's not going to chase. You're not chasing this person. You've stopped chasing. You've stopped doing sweet things. Look at the Emperor right there. They need to step to you as the Emperor. Okay, so I feel like you're not chasing them. They know that. They feel that. Okay, they see you as somebody who's sitting back, knowing their worth, knowing that they're willing to compromise. Or sorry, they see that you're willing to compromise with them, work with them, build with them. However, they need to step to you in a less burdened way. They need to see clearly and not bring you more drama, not bring you third-party energy. So I feel like also you are really working on something that you're passionate about here, creating with others, or, you know, could be going back to school or a new job, learning something new. And I feel like you don't want that distraction. So you want them to come to you clear-headed and taking control of their own emotions, taking control of being mature. This person, I feel like they actually see their ways. They see through the fog finally that they were very selfish in love with you. They could have entertained other people, like I said, emotionally, opening up to more than one person, leaving you feeling like, why the hell am I being vulnerable with this person, right? So you've kind of cut off some sort of love offering here. They see that. They see that you're giving your time and energy elsewhere, whether it's, like I said, work, school, or creating something new for yourself. So they're burdened by this. They feel like, you know, they've got to close out a cycle of, you know, having all these options, having all these desires to go after certain things. They need to step to you with strength and courage to show up appropriately towards you. If they want to fight for this, they have to prove themselves. And they can't come to you with, you know, you having to solve their problems. This is somebody that needs to learn a very big lesson here. Sorry, this is so crooked. Okay, let's see the potential outcome. What is the potential outcome for Cancer and their person? What was that? Wow, Queen of Pentacles. So this person definitely, look at that, the Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so, you know, in regards to a potential outcome, this person is no longer going to be showing up with messages of, you know, being flirty, being playful, being a jokester. There's somebody who's really gonna, I feel like, take things more seriously here. Okay, it's like you may have even expressed something to them like that, to say, if you're going to speak to me in a mature way, speak to me when you're ready, speak to me when you have matured a little bit. Maybe not those exact words, but something that you're not accepting, and they know that, so they have to step up to you differently. What else is the outcome here? You're no longer, you know, appeasing them. What else is the outcome? Whoa, look at that. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here. This person's trying to make a plan. Right now, they feel like their plans are stuck. They feel like they are really struggling to formulate some sort of message, formulate a plan to come towards you. Look at the Three of Swords, Libra energy. So this person does feel a lot of regret, a lot of pain and suffering with, you know, maybe you rejecting them in some way. Maybe they rejected you, I don't know. But the starfish energy here, you know, it's somebody, it could even be them, somebody who's always, you know, tried to put appearances out there to be like chosen, to be in this single energy for life and just having all these options, getting attention. You know, that could be them. Take it how it resonates. Let's get one more for the potential outcome for Cancer and their person. Look at that. The Lovers flipped out in reverse. And look at this player energy. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. This person has not yet learned the full lesson that they need to. They're racing towards a new beginning, a new opportunity. It's like they've been called by the universe. They know your value. They know your worth. They know that this is what they want. They want to stabilize something here with you, but they're showing up as a knight still. This is somebody who's very attractive, very passionate, very playful. This is like a player energy, somebody who's not a consistent partner. They're in and out of your life. They come in, they like to get a lot of attention. They're very good looking. They're somebody who gets a lot of attention. So I feel like they still have not learned to show up the right way. The Lovers in reverse. This is somebody who is not, first of all, with the Lovers in reverse, this is two people being brought together by the divine, okay? There's an angel in between the two of you, and there's a snake around the woman on the tree of life. And the snake can talk about temptation, being tempted to the earthly matters. Do you want to continue to be in, gratification of your pleasures in the earthly realm that brings, an instant gratification? Or do you want to develop and build something deeper, something that's going to last? We saw the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a choice that needs to be made here. Right now, the choice is not being made because this person has not learned some sort of very important lesson. It's like they're still entertaining some sort of thoughts of who they used to be, this single energy. 9 of Pentacles. This is somebody who is having a very difficult time letting go of their single energy, how people see them, how people perceive them. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles is here with these 2 cards. The Ace and the 9. They want the security. They want the family. They want the legacy. They want to settle down and be stabilized. We saw the 10 of Cups. I think we saw the 10 of Cups, or did I make that up? I don't know. Yeah, we saw the 10 of Cups, and so they want it. It's just this person needs to let go of their single energy. Look at that. There's the 10 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. This talks about an opportunity to secure a marriage, a reunion, happiness, a home. We've got a celebration here. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, Pisces energy with the family card here. Okay, and this new opportunity. So this person is being drawn towards that. They know you're the Empress. They know you're the one who can make them feel at home, but they're not making the right choice right now. I feel like this person is still very much in their head, in the clouds. They feel very confused, but they're going to get out of this nightmare that they've put themselves in. And the potential outcome is, I don't see any kind of progression. It's like the potential outcome is them still trying to figure out how to approach you correctly, how to formulate the appropriate message, how to formulate a choice that's going to actually be worth your investment. Okay, so it's not the greatest outcome, but it is somebody who's trying. They are trying to put their past behind them. They're trying to fight for themselves here to be a better person for you and this connection, because they ultimately want this 10 of Cups. They want this reunion, this marriage, this home, to build a home. Look at that. The Strength card, Leo and Taurus with the Hierophant. This person wants commitment. It's just, it's so deep in their psyche that they don't know how to let go of who they've been all these years. Single, independent, somebody who doesn't need to make decisions with others. They just selfishly put themselves first. But look at that. Oh my gosh. They know, there you are with the Queen of Cups. They know you're their sunshine. Okay, they know that you've offered them love, you've offered them support, you make them feel happy. All you're asking them to do is step up to you in this Emperor energy. Okay, so Cancer, there is potential, but I feel like you've had to fight for something here for yourself, to stand up for yourself, to say, I'm not going to be chasing you. You spoke some sort of truth. You delivered some sort of very honest truth. Okay, you thought from your head, not from your heart. You still show them a loving energy, but this is justice. This is ultimately helping them develop the skills that they need in life to get through difficulties, but also knowing that they need to change their ways if they're going to have a 10 of Cups or a 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so with this Starfish, going back to the Starfish card, when it's in balance, it's uplifting, artistic, and expressive. This person sees that you're building something new. You're focusing on whatever this is, whether it's school, a job, a hobby. And when it's out of balance, there's gossip and feeling empty. This person is feeling a little bit empty, okay, with the 9 of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Wands, the 7 of Wands. They feel empty. They feel like, is this even worth it? Because maybe you're not chasing them anymore. And to bring this into balance, positive friends. So I feel like this person is trying to also surround themselves with people who will give them appropriate advice. They may feel like they lost you as a good friend, as a supportive friend, somebody that they used to be able to go to for love and support and advice, that you're no longer showing up for them in that way. You've recognized your worth and stood some sort of put some boundary up here. You've told them, I'm not going to be a choice. I'm not going to be an option. I'm either number one or I'm none. So Cancer, that's what I have for you. I hope that that helped you in some way. And if you did like that, please do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.